Hello, and welcome to this moment where we're just going to have a chat. My name is Natalie Warren. I am here to support you as a holistic wellness expert, a certified trauma informed breathwork facilitator, and a psychotherapist. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about something you may have done that you hadn't realized and it's impacting your life. So lean in a little bit because I want to talk to you about the vows that you may have made that are actually still a part of your life. So often as women, we make vows, right? Where we tell ourselves these storylines along. At this point in my life, I want to be here. At this point in my life, I want to be here. By this point, I want to have accomplished this. And for many of us, maybe we have accomplished those things. But I encounter so many women who are still living by a vow that they made to themselves maybe at 15, 16, 18, 20, and maybe 20 years has gone by. And they're still living according to that storyline and what I call a vow. Well, what ends up happening is two things. One is when you made that vow, when you made that storyline, that timeline of your life, you were at a point that you didn't really have a concept of the world, or at least the view of the world that you had was skewed or distorted, that you didn't have the capacity to understand how things worked or how much things really cost or how difficult it might be to get from point A to B. But you made the vow. And as you have lived, right, you wanted to stay true to that vow. And so when we get to a point where we're not where we thought we were going to be based off of that vow we made, oftentimes women may feel stuck. They may feel like they've lost their hope. They may feel like they can't dream. They may feel like they don't know what to do next. But what I offer is that sometimes what we have to do is divorce that vow. We have to say to ourselves, you know what? When I made this vow, this is where I was, but I've never ever gone back to rewrite it. I've never gone to think about, I need to let it go. Letting go of the expectation and the hope and all of the expectations and emotions that come with that they have to rewrite the vow. They have to rewrite the story. And I'm thinking about you today as I think about how many times you've done this. And have you realized that every time that we do, we are creating a vow? And that when you get into a position, like I did with a woman recently where I helped her to see the vows that she made at 15 and 16, she still was living under, and that those things, while she can grieve that they haven't happened, she also can allow herself permission to rewrite it. And that's what I want for you. I want to see you actually reconstruct dreams, goals, visions that you have for your life. And I want you to see, according to who you are today and what it is that you want, because let's also be honest, some of those things that you said you wanted then, you may not even want anymore. They may not be aligned with who you are, that you've grown, that you've matured. Maybe you've come into a different knowledge of life and that you can rewrite the vow. And so I support women do that, women just like you. And not only do I help them to do that, but I also created a whole experience around it where women can come to a space, a beautiful place, to be able to go within themselves, to actually see what their desires, their passions, their dreams, what are those things that are calling them forth, emerging in their lives, help them to let go of stories, limiting beliefs, fears, trauma, all of that stuff that oftentimes is stored in the body, and help them through exploring their senses, through their sensory experiences, through eating foods, immersing themselves in culture, and just having a good time of adventure. I support them to be able to create what you're wanting today. And I want to talk a little bit about that experience where it's called Radiant Dreams Unleashed. And not just anything, but we're going to do Morocco Reimagined. So you got it. We're going to go to Morocco, Africa. This vibrant, radiant place that's full of color, full of life, and take women to a space which taking them out of their comfort zone is like one of the first steps to rewriting the vows, to actually reconstructing their dreams and their visions. and taking them to a place out of their comfort zone, placing them with a lot of support, working on helping them to reset their central nervous system through breath work, through movement, to be able to try new foods, right? And connect with women who are on the same path and journey as they are. Doesn't it sound amazing? So I wanted to share with you, Radiant Dreams Unleashed is my Morocco retreat for 2024. We will be there for 8 days, and that is June the 22nd through the 29th. And I have a few spots that are still available. So if this is resonating with you, if you're like intrigued by what's happening, I just wanted to share with you that I want to share this opportunity. This is your personal invitation to, if nothing else, check it out and see if it's calling for you. All right. And then what I want you to do tonight before you go to bed is I want you to sit with the vows. Ask yourself, is this what I still want? Am I living in alignment with that? And can I give myself permission to rewrite the vow? Go to the website. It's www.thewholewomanexperience.com/Morocco. And you'll see all the juicy details there. And until our next video, bye for now.